So about this election,
America,
America, goddamn right, America, America back.
Yeah. The idea of the electoral college, I disagreed with the placement of power. That system should be revised.
We gotta create a system to allow these smaller states to still be able to get their word in.
What you need to do is you need to take a long, hard look in the mirror and ask yourself, what the fuck are you about to do for you?
Hey, cut on the fucking national anthem.
And now, our feature presentation.
Hey!
Designated clapper.
Outsiders own 708
Hey!
That was a
podcast.
wild start.
Hey!
You wanna know where we outside?
Oh yeah!
Outside.
Yeah!
708.
Yeah!
708. 708. 708.
What?
Bourbon boys.
What she say? You know, when I was editing the pod and she did her Bourbon Boy drop, I really wish you could have heard it because it just came out too fast.
One with the cash and the other. Attention audience. Reed is just here to pod. Zach is here to tell the truth. Meech is here to report. And Brother James is a man of God. This show is purely for entertainment purposes only. Parental discretion is advised.
Yo, welcome back for another episode of Outsiders Only 708 Podcast. We can be found on Apple,
Yeah.
Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube. I am Reed at the Cloudiest.
It's Pusher 2_Z.
You know the vibes, little big Meech.
And I hope you've been kind to yourself.
Hey!
That's a lot harder than it sounds. But I hope you've been kind to yourself.
Yeah!
It is your favorite man of God,
Favorite!
Brother James.
Brother! Let me tell you what brother went wrong. Let me tell you what he went wrong.
Oh, shit.
Where did I go wrong? What?
This is day one of brother controlling the camera. Did you tap that for yourself?
Oh my God.
God damn it! I gotta do it again!
That nigga said, oh, God.
I mean,
Hey, man,
my
it's
bad.
new.
My bad. He told me that. He said to do this. He said, yeah, get a feel for it. You did say that. So I apologize.
There you go.
There we go.
We back on track.
I was sure thinking, like, what the fuck you do that for?
You know what? I didn't even press y'all. Like when
That was fine. I ain't need that.
Okay.
When it got to the hey, that was important.
That's when I gotcha. Because that's gonna make it a lot easier moving forward. I like to make situations.
Is the
easier.
camera on you?
I like to make situations. Sorry for not making that easy.
No, you're good. You're good.
The camera's going back off of me.
Yo, welcome back, man. We are back for another spirited podcast this week. I'm back with my homies. This week we had the presidential election. That's pretty much the only thing that really happened this week. That's
America,
America, goddamn right, America, America back.
yeah.
Hey, cut on the fucking national anthem. Bro ass had me crying.
Yo, shout out to our nigga Saint. Yo, boy, you are a motherfucking fool.
Rare form.
He texts me about this shit. I go watch the shit. I call bro like, this nigga Saint, dog. This nigga Saint. Regardless how you feel about what he's saying, this nigga here, dog.
Man,
I text bro. I literally text him, play the fucking national anthem. He had me come back crying. I'm like, yeah. So let's just go ahead. Let's get this shit started. Let's get it out the way. I recently did a pod with Reasonable Ignorance podcast. Shout out to them. Shout out to Big Bro, Coach, Be Able.
No,
Magic
don't shout
Mike,
out too much because I don't be hearing the shout outs coming our way. So just give them a
Jeff,
little bit.
Sound.
All right.
I stand with you, gang.
Man, you saying? Niggas didn't even want to read my comments because they didn't want to acknowledge that Lil Big Meech was on the
Yeah.
line. All right.
Get down or lay down, nigga.
It's cool. It's cool.
With all of those things being said, I've already kind of spoken on politics this week. I'm glad this shit is over.
Hallelujah.
Everyone can go find something new to identify with now.
Man.
Everybody can go find something new to make their identity
Don't
now.
find too much to identify with.
Go buy you a dog.
No, don't
do some yoga.
No, don't go buy a dog. Because half of y'all don't even want to keep up with the fucking animal after you don't need the animal no more and you started fucking somebody new. So no, you don't need an animal. What you need to do is you need to take a long, hard look in the mirror and ask yourself, what the fuck are you about to do for you? That's my motherfucking campaign slogan and pitch to the motherfucking American people. 2028, I'm not running.
All I'm saying is, Big T ain't playing about what you was born as.
Oh, no, not at all.
He not. I'm just letting y'all know before he start really pushing that shit. He ain't playing.
Oh.
Yeah. That'd be crazy because they didn't let them go and join the military and all type of things.
That shit's going. That's the shit that's gonna get crazy. Cause never mind.
You say the T is for Trump, not transgender. Damn.
Well, I mean, I need one of y'all to jump in here and give y'all opinion, give y'all thoughts, so we can get this dialogue going.
All right. So,
are we saying who we voted for in here or no? Because that's not really a necessary thing. Everyone in here voted?
yeah,
Yes.
I voted.
I didn't.
All right.
You didn't?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
I don't vote. Yeah, I don't believe in politics.
This all makes sense.
Yeah. So no,
All
like,
of the group chat.
I've said it several times before though on here. Like I've stated like I don't.
Okay. I must have missed it. I thought you were voting in this one.
No.
At least.
No.
I get it. We wasted the fuck out of our time that day.
No.
God damn.
No, you didn't because I'm an American citizen.
No.
So-
I don't say it in terms of you don't care or nothing. I'm saying you're not participating in voting, so you couldn't have an opinion necessarily either way. Like, I mean, you can have an opinion, but like we just shouldn't care.
I disagree.
Okay.
So the thing why I say that is I'm directly affected by the same things that y'all are directly affected by. Mm-hmm. But, and this may be just a conspiracy theorist in me, I don't believe we picked the president.
Okay.
I believe they give us the illusion that we have some sense of control. And you know, people have us feeling like we have a part of that process. But even when you look at the whole process, there's too many variables in it. Then it just how can I like this? When you doing a normal election for some period, say we all say, "Hey man, who want to go to McDonald's or Wendy's up in here?" Everybody raise your hand. So if 3 of y'all raise your hand for Wendy's and I raise my hand for McDonald's, we're going to Wendy's. Majority rules. When they made the electoral college, that was made back in like the 1800s. And I don't think they've even revised it since then. So the fact that somebody can still win presidency, even though more people voted for an opposite party, and we've seen it happen in 4 elections throughout U.S. history, that's what really convinces me that we really don't pick the president and we're given the illusion of, oh, okay, y'all have a hand in this process. They already know who they're going to put in office. They already know because that's a figurehead, really. The president only really does what it is that they want them to do for real. So like, okay, what agenda are we running this year? Okay, we're going to put them in there for this one. Okay, we putting this person in there for that one. So like, even when they broke down electoral college to me in school, well, to us in school, I was like, wait a minute. So we cast our votes to an anonymous person who we are supposed to entrust to vote the tone that everybody votes. Now, this person can still change their vote because there's no constitutional law that bans them from doing such. They can still, everybody in this state can vote for Democrat, and this person can still say, well, I want to vote Republican. The electoral person in the electoral college, they can still do that and still be penalized by the state, but they won't go to federal prison for doing such. My thing is, if they have that much autonomy over it, how much power do we really have? So I feel like us having, like, when it comes to voting, picking all of that, I feel like all of that stuff is like an illusion for real. Even when you look at the 2000 election, you know what I'm saying, how messy that was and how Florida ballots was never found. Yeah. And then they just still was like, oh, okay, well, yeah, we're going to go this way. So it's like, that it's too many things. And then how even with Trump, I know I'm going forever, but I'm going to let you go in. But even when it came to Trump with his first election, you know what I'm saying, it rubbed me the wrong way because Hillary had got 3 million more votes than him. She had got 3 million more votes from the people that he did, but he won the election. Right. So I'm like,
well, good.
Yeah, so that's why I was just saying, like, it's too many things that I've seen that really contradicts us actually picking the president. That's why I'll be like, I don't really decide to partake into it.
Okay. So it's some stuff. There's stuff to unpack there. Mm-hmm. The electoral versus the popular vote. What are y'all? Because I want to stay there for a second. Do y'all agree that should be gone?
With the electoral college?
Yeah.
No.
No. What about you, Nick?
No.
I agree with you all. Now, from what you were saying in your definition of what the electoral college is, I don't know if you fully understand what it's doing and its point.
No, I understand it, and I wasn't saying that it should be gone. I said it should be revised.
In what way, though?
They should change, like, some of the states' power, like how how they got voting power, how states got voting power.
No, let me stop you right there.
You're talking about the number of votes in which they can have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay, got you.
He's talking about
you wanted to
like California holds 45.
Yeah.
Texas,
like California holds
40. Texas for.
But the way
40.
it's set up currently kind of matches what you want, though.
It's
the
based
most
on the
people
population.
the most people are in California. I don't know for real, but the more people you got, the more electoral votes you get. Mm-hmm. And your state isn't just declaring what you're going to be. The people in that state vote, and then that becomes what your electoral vote is.
One of his arguments to that was saying the person that's casting the vote for the people can still.
You can't just change that, though. That's what I'm saying.
No, go ahead. I was just.
That's why I want to get into that part, because you can't just change that. That's why. Let's take Illinois, for example. Mm-hmm. We're going to forever be Democrat because Chicago pretty much is we got the most voting power here because we got the most people here. Mm-hmm. If for some reason Chicago didn't show up, the red, because most of the state is red, we will probably be flipped to being Republican. Don't matter what Pritzker want, don't matter what anybody in Chicago that didn't vote want, the dominating popular vote depicts what the state is or whatever. Mm-hmm. So on that, in your example, what you said about the food example, let's take that example. Let's say all of us are deciding between McDonald's and Wendy's, and we know that McDonald's cook their fries in peanut oil, and let's say I have a peanut oil allergy. Mm-hmm. If I vote Wendy's, aren't we going to probably go to Wendy's if we all going into it that way? Because we have to do what that person is lacking. So just bringing it, forget that example. Let's go to the actual example. All right. The people of Montana still need to have a say so on what goes on in this country. Uh-huh. If we just bomb them with we got the most people, how is it fair for any state that's not California, New York, Florida, Texas? It'll just be those four voting. Mm-hmm. So we gotta create a system to allow these smaller states that just don't have the people to still be able to get their word in on these type of results. So that is the whole point of it, is to try to, and again, California and whatever, they got the most votes, but they don't shift shit in the election. Right. They knew going into this election, they got California, New York, Illinois locked. Those are some of the biggest states in this country that don't matter. Right. Because of the electoral colleges, because we still gave voices to the rest of the country. Mm-hmm. So you gotta still give voices.
Yeah, so I don't disagree with the idea of the electoral college when it comes to. Mm-hmm. I disagree with the placement of power. What I'm saying is, I feel like that rule, that system should be revised. Mm-hmm. We've had the same system since the 1800s. Mm-hmm. So what I mean by this is this though, like if it was to really just be broken down to the sense of like a red state and a blue state staying there. You know, you see you got your red states, you got your blue states, then you have your swing states. Mm-hmm. And that's what really be determined in the elections for real. But say it's 50 states, right? So it's like an even split. It's 50 states and then all states had one electoral college vote or something like that, right? Mm-hmm. Then we'll be able to, it'll be a more truer way of saying that the people actually pick the president.
Okay, so you're saying everyone just get one electoral vote.
Yeah, so say everybody get one electoral vote. The popular vote that the people actually voted, that dominates what it is, like you said, and it even does it now, right? Yeah. And I don't disagree with that.
No, I'm not even mad at what you're saying.
So, literally, okay, we got these people, and it's literally going to come down to, okay, all of these states are red, these states are blue. We gonna sit down and we gonna count. All right. It's 27 of these. It's 23 of those. This person is the president. And then, but because my whole thing is too, even though I remember you said earlier, you said something that they can't do that they can't go against it. It happened in 2016 in that election when it came to Washington. I think it was about 3 or 4 electoral college voters, if I'm not mistaken.
The state of Washington?
Yeah, in the state of Washington.
Okay.
They had they pledged to vote for Hillary. But then they actually, and they state the people in that county and the region that they was in, they voted for Hillary too. They actually cast in a vote for Trump. Trump still got that vote. Their vote didn't go null and void. But then they had, I think they had took a pledge and they violated the pledge. So Washington State had came against them. They fined them for $1,000. Then they was even trying to overthrow it. They was even trying to have it thrown out because they were saying there is no constitutional law that says that an electoral voter has to vote the same as the popular vote in their state. There's no constitutional law. So they was even about to throw it out, but ultimately they decided, they said, well, since this is the rule in Washington State, all y'all got to pay $1,000. And that was it. They didn't get jailed. They didn't get jailed. They didn't get penalized. One dude, they even had to tried to remove him off of it from being electoral college. He won. He said, no, y'all can't remove me for this because it's my constitutional right to cast my own vote as an electoral voter, even if it's opposite of the popular vote. They had to put him back on the committee. And so like that's even my thing too. And we don't even have, granted, we'll never truly have examples of it because this stuff is done anonymously when it's happening. But we can find this stuff out after the fact. But while it's being done, we can't even see who these people are. And so they had to revisit that. And what I told you about, that was a 2016 election. All of the stuff I'm talking about that happened when they took him to court, that was in 2019. So like the fact that it's even that much murkiness in it, I'm like, man, I still don't feel like the people are still really being hurt. Because even with that happening, and then we see Hillary lose that election, and she had 3 million more votes from the people. So I'm like, they can't make that make sense to me, is what I'm saying. So
I feel it. Now, I don't know nothing about that story, so I can't comment on that portion.
You can look. It happened in Washington. You can look it up.
No, I'm just saying I don't because we potting. I don't know about it while we talking. I can look it up though. Yeah.
All right. Jesus Christ. So about this election, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
But no, we was getting the idea of why I don't vote. That was the basis of that. So that's what it was.
Yeah, this shit took about 11 and a half.
My bad.
But on to the ones that voted on this election.
All right, let's talk to the people who did vote.
Hey, you know what? I've been seeing them throwing out blame. I want to first start with our African Americans. Shout out to us because we did what we were supposed to do. You never gonna get 100% of nothing. But God damn it, if you get 80 to what was the black ones? 70 to 80% of the black vote went to Kamala?
I have the true numbers.
Okay. All I know is a bunch of us voted for Kamala. We did our part. We realized we don't run this stuff. And look, it is what it is. But shout out to us for doing our part. Shout out to the people of color. Because even though we didn't swing them the way the way we did, they still voted majority for Kamala. So shout out to the people of color. And shout out white people. Because they made it known that this shit is still theirs. They made it known. Listen, everything is cool. Listen, I'm good.
I say this shit all the time. People don't travel for real. We stay where we be at. Because I'm telling you, even in our own state here, like you go south in this state, you are not going to see black people like you see here. We're really the top corner of this bitch.
And every time you do go, when you do go and find the black people, they're in the cities you knew about before you got
there. Yeah, like, bro, it's a lot of white people on this bitch.
When they show the maps, when they show like the maps or whatever, and they be showing like the hot spots that's blue, y'all be seeing how small the hot spots be and how specific they are. And you see the whole fucking country is red?
Yes.
God damn it, the grass in Montana is red. The swamps in Florida is red. Ain't shit here made for us. But hey, shout out to them.
Yeah.
Put their foot down on our ass.
In dominant fashion. I remember watching this shit, watching the numbers go up and shit. That shit got to like, I think Kamala had like 98, and Trump got to like 207. I was like, well,
You know, I started thinking back.
that ass got the TV. I'm like, well, we know it is going.
I started thinking back to when Biden was running against Trump. He started off with a little deficit, so I'm like, oh shit, we might.
Man, it
didn't work.
That moment is when I realized, like, hey, I got some Debbie Downer in me, bro. It just is what it is.
I was trying to be motivated.
Niggas kept being like, nah, because you know Barack is black people's hope.
Yeah.
So Barack was like, you know, it would take a couple days to cast all the votes.
Barack wasn't all in.
No.
Barack wasn't all in.
Wasn't. I'm looking at it and I'm like, dog, this is going in a very dominant fashion. Even when they show the swing states, and they show what's the prediction of which way it's more than likely going to go. I'm just looking at the map and I'm like, nah, dog.
I think they released the odds. I think they released.
Over
I was
with.
at work when I saw the odds. It was like maybe 8 p.m. I swear to God, ain't shit. We ain't supposed to know nothing yet. Like, unless we dealing with an Obama one, when Obama just blowing niggas out, we ain't supposed to be seeing shit like that. Boy, they said the New York Times had odds of like a 90% Trump win. I said, whoa, 90%? Nigga, the last election took like a few months. I was 90%. Shit.
I was just like, God damn, because this bitch did start off rough as hell, but it's like I'm kind of like same thing Reed was saying. Like, I'm glad that this shit over with. I don't ever want to see an election with this many celebrities in it again.
Man.
Like,
This is only the first one.
Well,
the second or third, I don't know.
Also, with even with like how the Democrats did shit, you had the shit that you had shared with Bernie. I feel like their focal points on being able to get the vote, because I mean, you had the turnout, you had the people there, but I feel like as things continue to go on, and y'all just kept on harping on that abortion shit, bro.
Misfire.
And it was just like, dog, stop talking about that shit. Like, pick something else. We know where you stand with that. Like, just move on. And y'all kept going right there. Democrat, Republican, anything, man. Majority of the United States is Christian, dog. They not gonna agree with this shit. No matter what side they on. Like, you gonna have certain people that's literally Democrat that's like, I'm not voting. That's how they gonna move with that shit.
You know what my big, and we had said it before this shit even like got to this point, is like when we was watching the rallies and all of that, and it was like, yo, this motherfucker just keep talking about Trump. Trump is this, Trump is that, Trump is that. For one, you probably giving like free advertisement for the people that's into that shit. And then two, which is what a lot of the times a lot of people walk away from this shit, is like, outside of abortion, what was you even running on for real?
And that's the thing, because there was a lot of things that she was running on, but you not talking about this shit. Like, you not talking about nothing. You got all of these plans for, like, even for new homeowners, like all of this shit that you saying that you're gonna
all
push.
That stuff for black entrepreneurs,
all of this shit. Like, you should have pushed the home ownership more than you pushed that shit. The grant you was trying to give to that shit, she was trying to get like $25,000 for first time home buyers.
I don't even know why she was trying to get black people anyway.
Nigga, because she felt peer pressured off that shit. That was pure peer pressure, bro. Our vote wasn't even shaking that shit.
See, but it goes back to what you just said.
You ain't never lying about that.
But it goes back to
election. I ain't gonna lie. This election really proved that to me, though. Because when we was talking about it earlier this year on the pod, when me and Nick were just having that back and forth about the black population in the U.S., like, we're not really moving no needle here. Like, we really not. No. Like, we're not. We here? Yeah, we here. We got a voice.
We here with each other, bro.
But that's it, right? We got each other. Essentially, we have each other.
And like, you know what because I keep seeing that stat, like, we've got like $1 trillion worth of spending power. We should be focusing on that shit. I heard a stat last night that we're under 10% of like the GDP and shit. Like, that $1 trillion is $1 trillion, but it's like, come on now. The real answer for this shit, and we talked about it on the way over, is we just got to get in them rooms. We got to figure out a way to get powerful enough or make enough money to get in the rooms. Once you in the rooms, you become the decision maker. Everybody else don't matter. It's at a level of the popular, all that shit, because like you said, and what I can't battle that is this shit is kind of pre-choice almost. Like with Kamala, I know it's different situations, but we ain't have a choice with her because we probably wouldn't have voted for her either. When it was her versus Biden, we knew exactly who we didn't want. And it probably would have went the same way with other people. But we just got to get into these rooms and become the people that that your word is kind of just unfightable. Like that's the answer. We got to get in these rooms and become them people.
But my question is, how do we do that when there's so much more of them?
See, but like, it's not a numbers game. I don't think it's a numbers game. It's the race to become the best. That's never about numbers. That's just you need to be the one.
But haven't we proven time after time throughout history that we are the best when it comes to a lot of stuff, even when it comes to inventions, not like inventions, intelligence, even when it comes to our abilities.
Have we been the best at capitalizing off of that financially?
No, they have, but that's why they control everything.
Again, so, like, that's who we need. That is the side of the wall we need to be on. The reason why we're not still sitting in slavery is because we got in them rooms. I'm not saying we need to become because we were just the president with Obama, but I'm not saying that we need to be the leader in charge. We need to get in the room and start influencing decision makers. One reason why I'm optimistic about Trump is he listens to black people. He at least will hear them. And now whatever comes from that. But he's at least going to listen. But that's getting somebody in the room with him. You got to get somebody in the room with them. Things ain't start shaking with music until we got our music people in there. R.I.P. Quincy Jones. If Quincy Jones never became Quincy Jones, is Motown a thing? So now Michael Jackson can't break through and change the world, change people's images of black people. What's my man's name? Smokey Robinson. He can't crack through and change the opinions of people's worlds, whatever. We just need to get in these damn rooms and start influencing shit. Because at the end of the day, white people just showed us again. They ain't giving this shit up. This shit is sweet. America is sweet. We're printing money. Oh shit, we're down negative $500 trillion. So, give me 3 more. This shit is sweet. We've never had this in the world. It used to be tied to something, tied to gold, tied to something that can run out. We just, we ain't even got the cash no more. It's all it's numbers.
I guess my thing is this though. Even with us getting in them rooms, there's still a ceiling that we got to hit because, like Reed said earlier, in order for us to have some kind of success or movement, we got to move some white man's heart. We have to. So what I'm saying is still at the end of the day, if they just be like, nah, I'm talking about in America. Yeah. Nah, we ain't nothing with that. Mm-hmm. That's literally, we just gonna have to deal with it because it's like they are such the dominating factor. And let's just keep it a buck. This is a white man's country. 100%. This is a white man's country. 100%. So whatever is flying is what they allow to fly. We can influence and say how much, but if them niggas just say, nah, we ain't doing none of that, guess what we gonna be like?
And that's 100% the truth. But that again goes to getting in these rooms and starting to influence these people. You start to influence them and make them motherfuckers think they did it. I bet Abraham Lincoln thinks I'm the man because I freed all the slaves. It's a line where some black people were influencing people along the way and made it very comfortable with them. I'm telling you, that Civil War movement ain't really pop off until they video camered them getting beat on the bridge, and then it went out to America. And some of the white people, not all of them, some of them had a heart. Mm-hmm. And then people started working with us, getting us in these rooms. We're now able to talk to them and tell them our issues. White people don't think there's nothing wrong with the police. They can't think that after George Floyd.
Yeah. I mean,
I agree. True. I've experienced that even on my own. Mm-hmm. Just with, like you said, with the police and people being like, "No, this shit don't happen," and I say literally what's happened to me. Mm-hmm. Like I ain't saying no example of no shit on TV. I'm talking about me.
But that's because the police gave Little Bob a little charity event.
Yeah. But then when you say it to them, they gonna give you that reaction of being like, "Oh shit." No, I ain't know it was like that. I know. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, it's not sweet.
Listen, man, we just gotta play the game.
My thing is I guess that's my thing, and I'm not trying to like
no. We having a great
shut down on the optimism.
Nick would have cut this shit off if we was bullshitting.
I'm not saying shut down on the optimism of getting into these rooms. I guess my thing is at the end of the day, we still got to go through a white man.
Oh yeah.
So it's like even if we get into these rooms, have the most influence, and we do, we have the most influence, we have the most impact on anybody in the world, the black people in America, they still have to let us get to a certain point. Even when it comes to the power, and that's what I'm saying, even when it comes to getting into these powerful positions, they still have to allow that. That's what I'm saying, like when it comes to that. And that's why I'm like, how far can we really go in America if they the ones that's in control of that? It'd be different if we were, but we're not.
We get into those positions by voting.
Voting, showing up to this
not
shit.
for the president, but voting for all of these other things.
After a great and intelligent conversation,
That's how we get into those rooms.
Go vote, nigga.
You said not for the president, though, right?
No, not the
You
president.
talking about locally?
Yeah.
Now I agree with that.
Yeah.
But you know,
But you ain't even do that.
You have to start locally in order.
Hey man, don't
to.
be putting my business out there.
I didn't. Hey, that ain't me.
He did. No, he did. I said, hey man, I was looking at him. I was looking at him.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, you said you didn't vote
For those type of that type of outlook.
did.
That's all I'm saying is for you to get these people into these rooms. We have to vote locally, and you start off locally, and you work your way up.
Yeah,
the same way Meech was saying, like you got to build that rapport with the people, but that's anything in life.
Yeah, just don't be like Shorty from Dalton.
Yeah.
Although she moving a particular type of way. Hey, let me ask y'all a question.
St. Patrick's?
Dog. Them niggas was talking about that shit on the show. I'm like, dog.
Somebody inform me. What is that?
Okay, so look, I'm going to just say my
It's a
story.
rooftop club in Dalton.
Damn, he just took the whole thunder about my shit.
No,
Rooftop club.
He was about to build it up, throw some spice on it.
Oh, my bad. I ain't mean.
It's cool. So
I got excited.
You're not familiar with the area, but for everybody listening, Sibley in 94, right?
I am familiar with Dalton.
Okay, so you know where Dalton Bowl is.
Uh-huh.
So you know
fuck.
Yeah.
You know where it's at.
My wife's godmother used to live over there.
so you know where the Shell is?
Yeah.
White Castle.
I know it's not safe.
White Castle, right there.
Think about exactly what he's talking about right
White Castle, that six-way, right?
Uh-huh, yeah.
Cool. All right, so right there, they've been building like this real nice building right there on the corner, right before you get back on 94, headed back towards Indiana. So real nice building they've been building right there. And for the life of me, I've been saying, what the fuck is that? Like, this gonna be an office building? This gonna
2-story Chipotle.
This gonna be a fucking. This gonna be like a residence in Dalton. Like, oh, y'all finna go crazy.
The suburbs love a Chipotle.
And then I fucking found out that shit is Shorty's building, and they're putting, of all things, a rooftop club in Dalton named St. Patrick's. And it's named St. Patrick's based on James St. Patrick. Yes, you heard me right.
No. Wait. Ghost?
She's a fan of the show.
That's what I was hoping it was for.
So yeah, all I'm saying
That
is
place will
This
never
is
see
real
my
life.
ID.
So
This is real life.
brought that up.
This is real.
I
This
brought
ain't
that
Grand Theft Auto.
I brought that up just to say, if you're gonna be a politician, don't use Shorty as the template. Okay.
So wait. Who? No. Okay. Break down to me. Who is Shorty? Who are y'all talking about?
Bro, do it after the show. But we've talked about it's the mayor of Dalton.
Oh, okay. I do
That's
know.
who- he said Dalton,
Okay. Right. My
You
bad.
remember when we had showed the shit when they was boarding up the buildings with the people still in there and shit?
Yeah. Okay.
Shorty. Yeah.
Shorty. Okay.
My bad. I
Didn't she
wasn't
say, like-
correlating.
Didn't she say like something about America's great again or
Yeah,
something?
she congratulated Trump, all the whole nine.
That's because she tried to get him on her side. Save me.
She looking for
'Cause she
looking
finna
for a helping
get
hand.
booked.
Talking about she gonna get Trump to come to Dalton. Dog, I'm here to tell you, Trump might not leave Mar-a-Lago for the next 4 years. The White House is in Florida. All right?
I don't want to move back there.
You know,
I didn't really enjoy
Washington
it.
D.C. You know, they don't get the greatest weather during the winter.
Do you think he's going to use? Do you think he's going to use the actual presidential Twitter this time or no? Still,
No, he on his own shit.
I thought that was so funny when he didn't use that shit last time.
Nah, he
Nigga said, "No, I got mine."
he's a goon. I'll be as short. I'll be as
That's
short
why I
as-
hope Prince will go up against him.
I ain't voting for that nigga either. Look, I'm gonna say this
Oh,
out
well,
loud.
he can't go against him, but yeah.
I'm gonna say this out loud real quick. I'm not voting for Gavin, and I'm not voting for JB. Put that to the side. Let's talk about this election. Let's talk about last election. Let's talk about the Democrats real quick. The reason why I feel like the Democrats lost this time is because they ran sloppy politics. You just had 4 years of not the best presidential run. You just didn't have a good one. Biden wasn't that great. We felt like he should have stepped down 2 years ago. In my opinion, I felt like he should have stepped down 2 years ago. And you kind of could have handed it off.
Damn bikes.
You could have handed it off to Kamala.
That nigga was falling upstairs.
You could have handed it off to Kamala to see and test the temperature of the water to see if the people were even going to be feeling her, right? But you didn't do that. You wait till the last minute like you did last election when you realized your voting constituents were so split between who you were giving them, and there were so many that you threw Joe Biden at the last minute, and it worked that time. You tried to pull it this time, and you tried to give the people a candidate in which they were already not happy about. They weren't even happy about her being the vice president when Joe ran.
Can I stop you right there?
Go ahead.
I want to ask you a question. Do you think that first Biden picking Kamala was to try to ease into the black community?
Yes, absolutely. I think it was
on
pandering on a large scale. Yes, absolutely.
And then on the back end of that, they silenced her for the next. Because again, how many times before she became the president? Well, we was talking about we ain't never seen her, whatever.
Right.
Then so they suppressed her, so there ain't no uproar for her during Biden's presidency. But then it backfired at the end because they needed her, but they had stepped on her for like 3 years. Because even people that's really into it, I'm sure know, but the masses don't really know what she's been doing the last 3 years.
Exactly. And back to the point I was continuing to make, we don't know. But what we do know for a fact is no one's been happy with this presidency, and she's associated to that. And then this time around, you don't give your people, your constituents, your voters the chance to have the actual democratic process, as y'all say, to vote for who they want to represent the party. You force-fed Kamala after shitting on Joe. And like you said, we've been suppressing her this whole time. The Democrats hit a home run with Obama and ain't known what to do with the shit since. What I can tell you about that Republican Party, if you go back and look at the fucking history of the presidencies, them niggas, when they knock it out the park, they knock it out the park. When they gave us the first Bush, that motherfucker won. When they gave us the second Bush, that motherfucker won.
We ain't speaking on it, but like in between Obama and Biden was Hillary too. So that goes to your point of them putting up just bad candidates because she lost.
And why? And the same reason why I said the Republican Party didn't vote for Jeb Bush is back to why probably Hillary Clinton didn't win abroad. Those two last names, they just no.
Yeah.
So, and if you look at it before that, back in the 80s, Reagan smoked this shit.
Reagan's map looks fake.
So the Republicans,
that shit's ridiculous.
The Republicans low-key been running this shit. So this is nothing out of the norm. I think people saw Obama. They saw 8 years of it consecutively, and they thought this country was at, I guess, a turn. Well, let me tell you something. When you push, and you push, and you push, and you push, and something does not break, recoil, my friend, because it's going to push back. And sometimes I don't think people understand how much things can get pushed back. You got Obama. To get Obama, that's how we got the Trump.
Do you think if Biden was the health he was last time, not the Biden that we just saw, still had the same presidency, you don't think he would have won?
No. I think he definitely loses. I think it's closer, but I think he definitely loses. But also they were saying, and I'm not sure if this is confirmed, but there were like 15 million less votes in this whole election as opposed to last time.
It's low.
So if that's voter turnout, and I'm here and being led to believe that, well, those are Democratic votes, well, this proves my point. Just like the Republicans didn't come out and vote for McCain and Mitt Romney when Obama ran because they didn't believe in the person, I assume the Democrats just did the same thing.
But I think I think also the Democrats just tried to cater to too. They tried to cater to too much.
They tried to cater to the minority,
and I feel like that shit backfiring now, especially with the people that do feel a way about the black vote. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like that's where that shit kicks in, and people are starting to get into that mindset of, well, shit, we was Republicans before, and they starting to feel away because I personally know a lot of black people that they didn't vote for Trump or anything, but they was like, I mean, talking about just different shit that he's saying. Even when it came down to, like I was saying, with people talking about the gender shit. When people was talking about shit,
I think
with,
even those people, I think those people too, we found out is still small or they not voting for real.
Yeah, no, I do feel that way too. Like a lot of the extremists, but I also feel like this was a time when a lot of people did not, well, clearly by the numbers, a lot of people didn't go out and vote. But I do feel like it was some people that don't usually vote that did go out to vote because of that shit.
A lot of the rural counties showed up.
Oh, they showed that ass.
Record
Dominated
And
too.
I think more people. I think this year there was a lot of people that have never voted Republican that did this year.
And you know what the Democratic Party spent their whole time doing? Saying them niggas is stupid. If you ain't go to college, graduate, we ain't talking about them. We talking for the educated folks.
And to back to my whole dissertation about the Democrats, that was a backfire. Because the majority of the people in this country, newsflash, are uneducated.
Yeah.
So
you're talking to the country that you're trying to run.
So that makes the Democrats look like the elitist party now, opposed to how we
That's real, Meech.
And Trump is in the sticks. So far in the sticks, the nigga gets shot at in the sticks.
Man.
He talking to them niggas.
Man.
We watching him pop up. We watching him pop up and shit.
Maybe he got shot at.
Yeah, man. Allegedly.
I don't think that stuff was real. I think all of that stuff was staged. But you know, no, it's something that you said, Zach, that was key. What you just said, right? Because y'all know I think they said the black vote did increase with Republicans this time around too.
Yeah, but the majority still went to Harris.
Yeah.
No, I know.
It's a number that didn't move nothing.
No, I'm not saying about it. I'm not saying that it's moving the needle.
No, not.
But I'm saying that the changes, it's happening.
Right, right.
That's what I'm saying.
And to piggyback off of what he said, if the change is happening, look what they just did now with what they had, and they didn't have our majority. What happens when they get our majority or the Latino majority?
Right.
Shit.
Well, they did. But that
elections ain't gonna they ain't gonna even look real anymore. But like
no, it's gonna look like Reagan shit.
Right, exactly. It's not gonna look real. They'll be like, oh no, y'all did this. But what I'm saying was when he was saying that when they was focusing too much on trying to cater to stuff. Like I had seen the clip of Kamala saying, "We gotta stay woke. We gotta stay woke." I'm like, why are you doing that?
That
like,
word woke.
She's just terrible, bro. I'm here to say it, bro.
That was what I'm like. Why you saying that?
She was just terrible.
We need another talker.
She was terrible. We need
another talker.
You need somebody who's smooth like Obama. And look,
you don't even got to be smooth. Just be able to talk. Because that's the one thing. Trump be saying some bullshit. Yeah, but he going to talk his way up out that motherfucker.
But look, this is going to be some sexist shit. Now I'm finna get
not a businessman.
Now I'm finna get into the sexist of it. I don't think America's ready to vote for a woman to be president.
No, that's into it too.
I don't.
Yeah.
Oh no. I definitely think that was part of it.
I don't.
I ain't gonna hold you.
I think that's the other part of it.
We seen the colors come out with people.
Yeah.
I mean,
even amongst all
look,
men.
we literally seen it happen though. America voted for Hillary, but Trump still got in. So
okay. I get what you're saying.
But that was the popular vote.
But that's the popular vote.
But that's what I'm saying. Y'all said we're not.
Let me finish.
Okay. But you also said you understood the way it works in that instance. The way your scenario works ain't what happened. The whole everybody get one vote. The way that you said it's okay with is how she lost. Those states that we ain't necessarily accounting for, they swung Trump way.
And that's like
and that's crazy
like,
to me. But go ahead.
That's cool. Like we can have hypotheticals. I'm just gonna speak on the facts. She lost that election. She lost, even though she got the popular vote. We don't go off the popular vote. We go. Let me finish. We typically go off of a majority vote based on this electoral college. That's just the facts of life, and that's just what it is in America. Hillary lost. America wasn't ready for a white woman to be a president in 2016, and in my opinion, they damn sure wasn't ready to let a black woman be it in 2024. Another point I want to make is this. a lot of people are saying, well, the white women, they voted for Trump. Woo, woo, woo. What about abortion? Now we're going to get to a real talking point. We're going to get real serious. The white woman understands how power works. So before she voted for her better interests as a woman, she voted for the color of her fucking skin. And that's something
What was the numbers on white women's?
Us, it was 50. I think it was like 51% to 46%. So he got 51% of it.
Okay.
So he did get the majority out of the white women,
Okay.
but it was very narrow. The point I'm trying to make is we don't do that. We, as a people, as a demographic, are so all over the place that we would never commonly come to the understanding that, hey, we gonna vote for this even though it might go against our personal interests because this is what's better for the group. Because we don't have that unity. White women just showed you how the white superior works.
I argue that, though.
Just in that fashion, in my opinion.
I argue that because we showed up in unison and went one way. Like, no matter what happened, black people went one way. Whether you agree with the way they went or not, we was united.
True.
And that's why I want to kick, and that's why I kicked this off with shout out to
Well,
black
I was talking about the white women.
Yeah, but that's why I'm coming back to them, because when you say those numbers, they didn't majority do anything. Just more women did one way. It was pretty much split.
I mean,
if it's 51%,
51% is the majority.
Split. And that's why I can't even shit on the white men and white people as much as I want to. Because Trump won that shit by like 55, 56%. It's just so many of them.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. And that goes to Zach's point. It's so many of them. Even if a little under half is on our side, it's still not enough. Think about it. 40% of white people voted for Kamala. The majority of every other race voted for Kamala. He only really needed that 51% of white and a couple of other things.
So for white men, he got 57% to 39%. Mm-hmm. White women, 51% to 46%.
So we can't sit up here because that abortion shit worked on the white women. We can't. It worked on them. And it didn't work on the rest of the fucking community, and that's the problem. Stop talking to the white women.
And you know what? Looking at these numbers, according to these numbers,
what Umar at? This goddamn snowball.
You know what? That's according to these numbers. But you're right. These numbers are grossly for Harris. But that kind of goes back to what I've been saying for a long time, bro. It's a numbers game. Mm-hmm. And we just don't have the numbers. Yeah. And for anybody tripping on the Latinos doing whatever they did, guess what? They played the numbers game.
We're gonna see in the next election. They're not about to talk to us no more.
Who?
The Democrats and the Republicans. They're not about to talk to the blacks no more. Because
for what?
We voted over 80% one way. That vote is done.
Yeah.
You know what got tighter? The Hispanics got tighter. Still voted majority with Kamala, but they only needed it to get tighter. So they about to go and speak to them from now on. So how do you feel about
some money? And they actually have some money. Mm-hmm. Remember, I came in here a couple pods ago and I said last year in 2023, Latino women put $1.7 trillion into the economy. Us as a whole, black people, men and women, only put 1.3.
That's crazy.
But they always be talking about we some big bro. We don't have the numbers to have the economic power that they claim that we have. We don't.
What Jay-Z say?
That's why they keep telling you.
Women lie, men lie, numbers don't. That's what I'm saying. So
keep making the mulatto babies.
We can
keep making the Pat Mahomes,
go as far
Alonzo Balls,
because those is niggas.
We can only go as far as that allows us.
I have a question in those situations because I'm sure it's happened over the course of the years, but I'm just curious. A black man and a white woman, or vice versa, have a baby. The baby comes out light skinned. That light skinned man, we see this all the time. That light skinned man then goes to get with a white woman. That baby come out brighter than ever. Do you think at some point
they get back white?
They get back white, or do you think they stay white? They get back white, but they get hella rhythm. And they can't explain the rhythm. Like you be seeing, when you be seeing the women and they be doing the it's like somewhere in that line, was a black
I
grandfather.
did see a white woman shaking some cheeks. I'm like, she going crazy.
And it's like,
Nah.
let me see your tree.
You get logic.
Let me tell you something.
But you get something.
Let me tell you
You get
something.
Patrick Mahomes.
Let me
No,
tell
you
you
get
something.
J. Cole.
The science. Look at the science of it, though. No.
J. Cole, Drake,
He's a nigga.
Patrick Mahomes, Steph Curry.
Now, Steph, both his
Steph,
people
no,
black.
Steph
I
is
keep
black.
telling y'all, Steph Mama
Yeah,
black.
Yeah, Steph Mama black.
Steph Mama is not white.
Yeah.
I keep
We
telling
said
you
that on here, Meech.
That's just two light skinned niggas.
You had
never
hate
gonna
for
believe
him.
this.
Right.
I'm never gonna believe this.
Hey, look at her.
She's a black woman, me.
Hey,
I didn't know until you said that a
Hey.
lot of people think that shit.
can I ask a question? Are we done with politics?
Yes.
R.I.P. to politics.
We done dragged that one out.
Politics, fuck
He's
politics,
praising.
niggas politic they sell.
Look at him. Praise him, Nick. Praise him, Zach. Yes, that's what I love.
I feel like he handled it
Hey, come on
responsible,
now. Come on now.
I'm finna turn him into a gif like I did Mom.
Yo, R.I.P. Quincy Jones. You was a real one. They
R.I.P.,
told that
man.
nigga. They told that nigga, hey, you got a brain aneurysm. You keep playing that motherfucking instrument, nigga. You gonna die. That nigga said, watch this. And that nigga went on to write and compose and produce some of the best and greatest music you've ever heard from the best and greatest. There shall be no Quincy Jones slander today. The only thing I want to talk about is who got the book. Because I want to read the rest of the shit the nigga was talking about a couple years ago.
I was going to say
That nigga
shout out
was
to
going
his
crazy.
team because this team over the last few years shut him the hell up.
I want that shit.
Because they knew it'd be easy for somebody to get that shit out of him if they could get next to him.
I want it.
It's like I
want it.
I won't
No, because
lie.
they'll cancel him.
I won't lie.
Cancel who?
Because he has the
Quincy.
stories. Shit.
You can't cancel that nigga that old. Only God can
And
cancel
it ain't
it.
even going. That's the thing. It ain't
That
even
nigga, wait, hold
really.
on. That nigga's old, paid, and that nigga. You can't do shit to a nigga like that. That's why that
While
nigga was
he
getting his shit
alive?
off. God canceled him.
The thing is,
You gonna kill me? I'm 87 years old. Oh my God! How many years?
Well,
did
that's
you
what
really
he
take
was.
from
That's what he was saying, and his team said, "Come here."
nigga, chill.
the thing is, I'm not gonna lie. I'm with you. I feel like anybody would be with you because we messy.
Yeah.
Like the world, not even just America. The world as a whole is messy.
Yeah.
But I don't think that these stories was gonna fuck up Quincy as bad as it was gonna
Go
fuck up everybody else.
Because look,
Because that's why I think he got some shit, and that's why I'm sorry. I'm just one of the people. I don't think that shit coming.
What?
his
The
shit.
Quincy story.
No, because Quincy's a credible source.
I think it's gonna be a story like the Michael Jackson story, where it's like some other niggas telling it.
Yeah, no, and it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a lot of hearsay. Like we not
Yeah,
gonna know what's
that's what
real
I
or not.
mean.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be like
Well, now,
like what's her
Yeah.
name?
Like the Kim Porter book.
Like Kim Porter. Like if something ever does come to fruition, it's gonna be something like that. Well, we can't necessarily say if it's real or not. But
Now,
people
what
will read
about
it.
what about if that nigga got a video of him reading his book and one of his sons in the room, and then he got the nigga from the local corner store who he got a tab with in the room? That's the Chappelle.
That's one of the wildest situations.
Hey, that's the Chappelle. Remember the R. Kelly skit when the Chappelle shit came out? And he was like, "I believe R. Kelly did that shit. If his grandma had that." That was a callback. That was a callback to a very good Dave Chappelle joke. Like I said, R.I.P. Quincy Jones. Don't want to hang up too much time there.
Man, I do
Quincy
wanna
Jones
say
gave
before
us Michael Jackson. That's all I gotta say.
I do, man. We are at that point in our lives where that generation above us, not the one right above us, but the one above them, boy, it's like every week.
There's somebody. Man.
Oh yeah, like we said, R.I.P. Tony Todd. You a scary ass nigga, bro.
Yeah,
you
man.
fucked up my childhood, nigga.
Man,
Rest in peace, nigga.
You had niggas
all of
scared
us.
to get off of an
All
exit.
of us. I still ain't said that name 3 times in a row in my life.
I still haven't
won't,
seen
and I
the
won't.
new one because of it.
I don't even fuck with mirrors.
The
like
new one
that.
ain't bad like that.
Hey.
Nope.
I feel you.
The
I'm
legacy. I bring that
Nah,
motherfucker back.
It was decent.
No, I went and saw the new one, but that shit ain't
I don't
Tony
wanna
Todd,
see it.
bro.
Yeah.
It ain't Tony Todd, bro.
It don't need to be.
They gentrified.
He
that
scared
shit,
me
man.
enough that I don't need to see
Yep.
shit else.
It's light.
They gonna say
They
it
put
enough
him
in
in
that
it, though.
movie.
Yeah, they
he
put
is
him in it, but it's
Yeah.
light. It's light. It ain't like the first one. You want to know why the first one hit so hard? Because it came out in the 90s. I'm a young child. I live in the suburbs of Chicago. And if you remember that movie, the very first scene, he wasn't in the city. He was in the burbs. He had killed the white girl, and her blood came through the ceiling. And then, you know what I'm saying? Look, at the same time that movie it came out, In the movie, he's going through the walls, coming out of nigga mirrors and shit. There were reports on the news at the time of how in those buildings, niggas was running through the walls doing X, Y, and Z. Maybe not killing people, but that's how they was moving through that bitch or robbing people or, you know, X, Y, and Z, whatever the fuck they was doing. So that's why that movie hit so hard for me as a shorty.
That shit was scary because I was like, I can go past where this is at.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's what made that shit scary. I like when movies can be in a real place, but they use like fake names, all that type of shit. Like, no, they said Chicago.
I was so scared of that movie.
They said exactly where it was.
I was so scared of that movie. I didn't learn that it was in Chicago until this new movie came out. I just wasn't fucking with it.
Oh, no, I knew that from jump. That's what made it scary.
That was way worse for y'all because I seen it in Mississippi, so I'm good.
Shit, that shit would bother me in Mississippi.
Mississippi, y'all got y'all own.
Y'all got Children of the Corn. Y'all got Children of the Corn. The little white kids coming out.
They got life.
Y'all got Mississippi burning.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you.
No, you know what? People really don't realize how traumatizing that movie was.
And people from out there be like, "Oh, it was way worse than that."
Hey, no, bro.
Check the cameras.
That
it's still recording.
Yeah, it's still recording.
Okay,
it stopped recording.
Oh, okay. So that's why they all went green. It's still recording on the smaller one of the recorder.
Yeah, locally. Yeah.
Okay, cool. We good. My bad.
All right.
back to James
I don't
though.
the point that was
you know what? Fuck Tony Todd and fuck Candyman. That nigga's from
not fuck Tony Todd.
No, I don't mean it like that.
He's like, forget that. That's what he meant.
I don't mean it like that.
You soloed him, right?
Huh?
You soloed him for that.
Oh no,
no, because it wasn't.
Nah, he's just fucking around. He gonna do it in the edit though. Watch.
Slow mo. Fuck Tony. Say it again.
The fuck Tony Todd.
You say it one more time. He coming.
Hey,
three times.
Chill out.
We gonna cut through this damn shit.
I've been looking at that TV like.
Chill out. The blood of Jesus.
Nah.
The blood of Jesus.
Hey,
the
there
blood
you
of
go.
Jesus. Go ahead with what you was about to say. Go to the next point.
But what I was about to say, shit. Why that nigga worry about Candyman? That nigga in the South. That nigga need to be worried about his next door neighbor.
Yeah, that's why I said life is scary.
You
are correct, sir.
But shout out Tony Todd. Shout out Quincy Jones. You know, RIP to those men. Thank you for the careers and the creativity. Thank you for the content. Thank you for the movies. Thank you for the music. Thank you for the songs. Thank you for the artists.
Thank you for Michael Jackson.
Thanks for scaring the shit out of me, nigga. I appreciate you. One night, I didn't take a piss. I almost pissed on myself because I just laid in the bed just staring from my room into the bathroom all fucking night. Like, gee, this nigga finna pop up on me. I said this shit earlier 4 times. Like,
brother, was you are you old enough to remember the Blockbuster days?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I didn't know when Blockbuster went out. Man, when you walk in that section and you will see that Jeepers Creepers and all this shit, like the fucking Child's Play, all this shit, boy.
Yeah.
I never fucked with that though. I will say that, like everybody like Child's Play, Chucky and all that. I did feel like
wasn't that in Chicago too?
Yes.
Oh damn!
It's a couple.
Y'all got all the scary.
It's a couple of people.
Michael Myers is out here somewhere too.
Yeah,
right?
It's a couple. It's a couple of them that's from Chicago. Yeah. Well, Illinois. I don't want to say Chicago.
Yeah, we got Halloween. That's Michael Myers. Yeah, that's us.
But, yeah.
So Chucky.
We got
Mike
niggas
Myers.
with guns. That's
Then
us
we had
too.
Crystal Lake.
No, we ain't got Camp Crystal Lake. That's some Missouri shit. But you know, Missouri.
That's
right
close.
up there.
Close. So all this crazy stuff happened in the Midwest, huh?
Yeah, serial killers in the Midwest.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean,
I can see a serial killer coming out of Ohio.
I mean, Dahmer was just up the street in Milwaukee, right?
Damn.
I mean, Indiana next door, ain't no telling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just don't report theirs.
No, not at all. Let's get into some jovial shit. Cenat, 30-day stream. What's up with this shit? You got Kodak up here tweaking. You got niggas with babies in purses. You got
in trouble.
Glorilla trying to shake cheeks. What's up?
Shit, he just had I think his name's Shamik Moore, the dude that played Miles Morales.
Yeah, he just got NPC.
He had
Pinky down too.
Well, he got the real actor Shamik Moore to be up there. Yeah, from the movie to be up there with the NPC guy.
Oh, that's dope.
So they up there together. That shit was pretty cool. That nigga giving away like all this money to small streamers and shit. This nigga, this is a solid nigga, man.
He Jamaican.
Hey, I tell you about Patois. I just put me chat GPT on Patois.
Do what they be doing.
That shit was racist.
You just did what they be doing.
Big up.
Don't do it.
What I do?
He's Jamaican because he said this nigga's a solid nigga. He's Jamaican. Stop.
He is Jamaican.
He's a nigga. He's from New York.
Now, if niggas get on here champion
it's added content.
What you gonna say?
Hey, I think Academic trying to ruin his career, but let's stay here.
He with the fall off too? He cold?
I don't think I think he's trying to be like the Joe Rogan of rap.
He is.
Man.
Joe Rogan.
I muted him this past weekend. I muted Academics. Yeah, I have to get up out of there.
Shout out to Peace.
You know what made me do
I've
it
never
though?
had him turned up.
And y'all know I fuck with Drake. I just can't do it no more.
Can't do what?
The Drake shit. I can't do it no more.
Oh yeah, I'm over it.
He leaned too far into it. It's just like dog,
the beef's over.
dog.
That's how I kind of feel with that shit.
It's over for us because
Drake
we're older.
is his friend.
It's over for us.
I get it, but it's just like you dig as a friend, like you my man.
Right.
I don't even want to use you because I don't even like putting people in those predicaments. But
No,
somebody
use me.
that you
Pause.
close with.
No, use me.
Okay, you my man.
Use me, Lord.
We go somewhere. We was outside.
Like, yeah, we went to bro.
You know, you was talking your shit. You and somebody, bumped each other a little too hard. It was like, no, it's one-on-ones. I'm confident in my man's. My man's gonna beat your ass. Got walked. I'm not speaking on that no more. As your friend, I'm gonna act like it didn't happen.
Word.
We at the next party. I feel like that's how it should be. Move on. Talk about the hits. Talk about the tours. Talk about wherever he's popping up at. But like the dick ride is so fucking crazy right now.
I had to let him go.
Like even when they was talking about the shit from the game, he was the main one posting that shit.
That's why I let
Drake,
it go.
Drake meme mugs. I read that shit before I saw the video. I thought shit was way worse than it was.
No, bro was like halfway across the court.
So then when I seen it, I'm like, you made him look bad. Like, of course it was going to come to the people, but you pushed it so much that you made him look bad to a lot of people. Like, a lot of people are saying you look like a bitch.
See, my thing is
Joe Budden said
wasn't
this is one of the biggest
serious.
pods there are, and niggas was kind of dancing around, and then Joe Budden was like, "No, you look like a bitch." Like that's not. I'm not one of the people that believe all press is good press. You don't need people. You don't need a grown man saying to millions of people, "You look like a bitch." Like you don't, but you did.
But if that's the kind of energy that you attract, did what he do? Was it B-word like?
Yes,
B-word like.
Yeah.
So if it was B-word like, he was assessed as such.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I do understand it, but me as my homie friend, I'm not gonna be the one to push it for people to analyze that.
See, I don't
do that
mind,
on your own.
I don't mind him pushing that because that's
think
just
he's
being
a journalist.
that's reporting what happened because that was a big situation.
No, he
My
reports what happened.
problem
It's
is
different
the
how you do it with Drake.
It definitely is. But my problem is the constant follow up. It's the now he's posting what Patrick Beverly said. That's the only reason why because I don't know if y'all seen the Patrick Beverly clip. That's the only reason why we seen it is because Academics posted where he's like, I can't listen to Kendrick's not like and it be little things that every day he got something new to post about with this stuff. And it's like, dog, it ain't just him. I'm sick of Elliott Wilson ass. And Elliot's my nigga. I'm sick of YG.
Yo, I'm tired of you. I'm tired of B-Dot and them fucking lists. Man, I'm done.
Gee, if B-Dot, whoever is in that office, burn that fucking board. Take that board and burn it.
I feel like B-Dot be trolling with the list.
I don't care, bro. Sometimes
burn the
I'm
trolls.
over the troll. Yeah, I'm over
Nah,
Burn that shit. Stop it. Because you know what he's doing. I meant YN, but yellow nigga for Elliot. That's his nickname. Yellow
I thought
nigga.
you said YG. I'm like, damn.
Shit. They call him YN.
Well, yeah, he called himself that shit too.
No, Elliot calls himself YN.
Yeah, that's YN.
For yellow nigga.
Well, they call him yellow nigga, and he just I'm YN.
I hate when people do that. Accept that type of shit.
Embrace it.
So Cenat, man. 30
Yeah.
Cenat doing this 30-day stream is pretty cool. You had Kodak on there tweaking. See, this is what happens when you put niggas from the hood around niggas from the suburbs who ain't never did drugs. You don't know how to identify when a nigga tweaking.
No.
No, I think he knew what was going on.
Cenat's from the hood.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's from the hood.
I think he's a Bronx baby, right?
I apologize.
Something like that.
He is.
He's from the hood.
Yeah.
He just ain't never had a crackhead that close.
And the nigga was drinking the Sunny D too, right?
Yeah.
Like,
he's
now,
drinking
Capri Sun.
Because I like
Now,
to call
look.
it the KKKs, Kai, Kodak, and Capri.
now look. Now look.
They gonna have a movie.
Anybody who ever been around a pill popper, hey, when somebody get to constantly asking for some orange juice or just randomly drinking orange juice and shit out of nowhere, they tweaking, bro. They rolling. They rolling. Like, just know.
I thought that nigga
tossed that bitch in the air and called it.
Yeah.
Falling apart. Resume the music.
Yes. Falling back, too. That nigga's athletic.
He threw that bitch up, caught it, fell back.
Now, let me ask y'all a question. He's what, 22, 23?
Who?
Kai.
I think so, yeah.
I think
he's eventually going to get older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think his content's going to have to mature at some point?
Absolutely.
And with little situations like this?
I think
You
it'll
don't think so?
I don't think so because of like that nigga Duke
Dennis.
Yeah. It's older niggas that's in it. And once you got the following, because they're going to grow with you.
Why ain't Duke
the
Dennis
people
like
that-
my age?
Yeah, Duke Dennis
Yeah,
is
he
older
30
than you, I
something.
think. I
Nah,
think
he
older
older
than
than
me?
our
our
age. I think he like 38.
Duke Dennis 35?
No, I think he like
I don't
30.
think he's 30.
He can't be that.
Duke
Okay,
Dennis
I
in his
guess he's
30s.
not our age.
No, I think that nigga like 38.
I don't think
Let me
he's
see
that
how
old.
I think he's my
I think
age.
he's like
I'm
30.
30.
He's 30 exactly.
Yeah, I'm 30. All right, I think he's my age.
Okay.
It actually makes sense though, because I know niggas like me that act like that. I mean, my age that act like that. So it's like,
But that'll be what his content matured probably. I honestly don't think Kai is built like these niggas. I think Kai is going to mature in a way that it still looks like Kai and everything he got going on, but we will be able to recognize this is just an older nigga.
I think his content's changing now.
It definitely is.
From how wild it was in the beginning to now, I think it's changing. He still have his moments and shit, but he ain't blowing shit up. Them niggas damn near blew up a house.
facts.
Like,
I remember
I don't
that.
think it's all that. And to be honest, shit.
Oh, shit, that nigga did just blow up a house.
Yeah.
Him and Mr. Beast.
But I also do feel though, like, shit, 10 years from now, that nigga do what the fuck he want.
Oh, he
the
gonna
way
be
the
so
shit
up.
rolling for him right now,
Yeah.
if this shit fall off, I'm good.
He is going to be so up. Oh, my God.
He up now.
Yeah, he up now, but I'm just.
He up now. You saw him sitting. What game was he at? Well, he had the,
Oh,
he had
that
the
nigga
top
walk.
hat and the suit on. He had the cane and the
Was that a
shades.
Knicks game?
I was like,
Yeah,
man.
but that was a promotion for the
Yeah,
for the.
for the-
It was all a promotion for
That was.
the Mafia
He got
game.
paid for that shit, though.
But that's the thing that people don't even realize how wild that is. This nigga was next to Adam Silver. That's wild as fuck. Yeah.
Did y'all see that nigga Speed almost beat Noah Lyles in that race?
Yes.
Hey.
Really?
Yes.
Noah was like, not doing this again.
Hey, look. Hey, look. I'm
I
not
think it's
gonna
just
hold
he
you.
didn't.
Speed is like
I gotta think
Speed
about
is
that.
like
He didn't
a
go
super
all out.
athlete.
Because I was like, he didn't run for real.
But Zach,
Speed
you
is
gotta
a
think
super
about
athlete.
you gotta think about the other side.
Oh,
too.
no, yeah.
Don't step
No,
on this
I
shit
do
if you
feel
ain't
like
gonna.
that.
If you ain't gonna run for real,
Yeah.
then whatever.
I
happens.
like that. Like, if you challenge me in anything, I am here to tell you.
Story time, world champ.
I am gonna beat the shit out you.
Story
Every
time,
chance
world
I
champ.
get.
Story time.
The NBA, come on, world champ. Run for real, nigga. Run, nigga.
I got a story.
He had
time.
COVID.
So look.
Oh, I
Again.
can't stand that nigga. I don't like him.
So
Did you see the baseball team do they said take that Noah Lyles, the Dodgers? No. It's like, dog, they gotta relax.
So I got a story time real
I
quick
hope all of them do it.
about people doing things and this, that, and the third, and whatever the results is the results. My little homie pod is coming out soon enough. There's a gentleman on there by the name of Bo. Now, Bo has a reconstructed left knee.
You will see Bo soon.
All right? He has a reconstructed left knee. One day, bro was capping like, hey, woo, I don't know how we got there, but I'm like, nigga, I beat you in a foot race. And this nigga like, no, you won't. I'm like, nigga, you got a bum ass knee. I'm not gonna let a nigga with one fucking leg beat me in a foot race. You're out your fucking mind. So look, we go outside and
Male pride is a motherfucker,
Ain't it?
man.
now look, we go outside and we run. Now like 3-4 steps into it, bro slips. And I look back, I'm like, no.
We can't be falling past 30.
I'm like, no.
Man, facts.
But he slipped and he got it back together.
Oh,
I'm not looking like no at all.
And so I run it out
Go.
and I beat him in the race. And his whole thing is, well, I slipped. I would have beat you. Woo, woo. I'm like, nigga, hey, I'm Dom, nigga. Intro a mile, nigga. You lost. Fuck out of here.
Meech, no?
So to piggyback
Meech
off
just beat
what you
me
said.
48,000 times in 2K. Boy, when I had that day at their house beating everybody, I'll talk about that shit till I die.
Ran
Nah,
the table.
hey, that's me with my cousin. Shout out to my cousin Dajay. You beat me in 2K like 70 times.
Yeah.
I got that one. I'ma forever hold those.
No, see, I ain't even only get one. I got that day.
Hey, you heard what he just said? Yeah, shout out to that nigga.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put his ass on the Summer Jam screen.
We did just learn about that nigga.
No, you didn't.
Oh, that ain't even No, I don't know why.
No, that's cool. That's cool. Every friend he named catches strays till we get him.
You know the worst part is? The worst part is we sending all these strays and he just sitting there laughing because he's like, it was me.
Moving off of the Cenat shit.
It was me, Austin.
Yo,
It was me all along, Austin.
we didn't really have a lot of things this week just because, you know, the fucking politics dominated everything. Grammy nominations. Grammy nominations.
Oh, yeah.
How we feel about them? I could care
I
less.
didn't even see him.
never
I ain't
pay
gonna
that
lie.
shit.
Yeah, I don't care about the Grammys. That's a white people award.
It is.
Well, Kendrick about to mop that shit up.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure that all
If
goes
he
to
get
the rollout.
if he get Song of the Year or Record of the Year, that's out of here.
Oh,
He getting Song of the Year.
I'm here to.
We can't say it's for sure.
I really think he's going to win that.
What
If he
song
wins
do you
Song of
think
the
rung
Year-
out more than that though?
But that
I
shit
think they
has
gon-
never
I-
That
mattered.
shit don't always matter because Macklemore won.
I think the industry's going to give it to him just to fuck with
You're
Drake.
right.
That's what
Didn't
Dick,
Iggy win that too? Iggy
I think.
Iggy Azalea.
Let
She
me
won
show
that.
you this.
She won a Grammy. I know she did.
No, it's not a Grammy. It's those two specific Grammys. I need you. I don't even think Beyonce's one though.
I
gotta
don't think
check.
people realize how wild that Macklemore one was because of the albums that came out with that shit.
What song
That's
did
what
he
made
win
it
for?
wild. Huh, you said, well, I
What
thought he
song?
won. I think he was it album or song.
He won
okay.
album
Yeah, he won.
Yeah, it was the album.
over to Pimp a Butterfly.
He won it over to Pimp a Butterfly. What was Cole album that dropped right then? Because he won it over Cole too.
2014 Forest Hills Drive.
Was it
the same
Forest
year?
Hills Drive?
I think it's the same year. Those came out the same year, right?
Then
would
there was
be
that
that
one
year.
then because he won over the big three. He won over there because Drake was in that bitch too.
Yeah.
Macklemore won
That
over
was,
all
I
that
think
shit.
Kanye might have been in it too.
I think Kanye.
It was like
Kanye
one of the
was
most
in it.
loaded shit we have
'cause it was,
ever seen.
It was like Kanye's. Was it Yeezus?
It might have
Maybe.
been my Dark Twisted Fantasy.
because they had niggas really mad.
That came out in
with it. But
2012.
that
Yeah,
was
no,
the
I
year
think
they
it was
thought Kendrick-
Yeezus.
'cause they thought
If
Kendrick's
it's
supposed to
Yeezus,
win
then
that
I'm okay
year.
with that.
I'm not okay with Macklemore.
Hold on, I gotta look this up now. I want to see
They
what year
weren't
it
mad
was.
about the Kanye part. They was mad that
I wanna
Kendrick
see
ain't won
what
that.
year
No,
shit.
I know that.
Yeah.
He was just saying he was speaking to all
But
the music.
while
that
you
came
doing
out.
that, I want to go over the last few records of the year to just give you a mindset. Miley Cyrus, Lizzo, Silk Sonic, Billie Eilish, Childish Gambino, Bruno Mars, Adele, Bruno Mars, Sam Smith. When I tell you this shit does not go to rap,
I just needed to not end up being that. What's that song? Everybody was making all the TikToks of.
Tommy Richardson shit.
Yes, I just needed to not be that.
White
Yeah.
Iverson.
And I like that
You
song.
put me on to that song.
And I like that song.
You don't like
but
the
don't
White
put that
Iverson?
song over all that shit.
You don't like the
Hey.
White Iverson?
Guys,
I don't even think he's as good as
Macklemore,
I
the
hate
year he
Post
won
Malone.
was 2014. He won rap album of the year, rap song of the year, album of the year, and song of the year. No, he was a nominee for those, but he won rap album and rap song of the year in 2014. Well, I got to see what other
I ain't
albums
even
came
mad
out
at
that
the
year.
song that year because he had what's the name of that song? That song was huge. The album shit's crazy.
just stop fucking with rap. That nigga ain't drop another album after that. He fucked us and just like, all right.
I'm out of here because
Take
y'all
He
about to
felt
get me
bad
beat.
himself.
He did.
yeah.
That nigga, he
He
said
himself
Kendrick.
afterwards was like, hey, I don't think I should have got it either.
My bad.
Before y'all try to cut my head off, I don't know who voted. I mean, I'm going to take my shit home. But
Remember, he tried to give it to Kendrick. Like he
Yeah,
physically.
to Pimp a Butterfly, 2014 Forest
Yeah.
Hills Drive. I don't see Drake. I don't see him for.
I thought Drake was on there.
It must
have been
that.
Kanye in there.
Was Kanye on there?
I'm not seeing him.
Because it was four
Hold on, let
people.
me see.
I just know
Let me
they
keep
wanted
looking.
Kendrick to win, and the field was loaded.
Let me keep.
But
looking.
even him
This
winning.
nigga got to go against the Beatles. The Beatles has got to. What the fuck? How the Beatles is on for record? of the
Dang,
year?
Mac Miller was on this list. Dang,
Mac was striking during that time.
man, I know I love that album. Dang, boy, they got down.
Yeah.
Anywho, fuck them Grammy nominations. Did y'all hear about this Knoxville HBCU burning?
I don't know.
There's a lot of people on the internet talking about it. A historical black college, some building was set on fire on Monday, day before the election, and some people are saying, "Hey,
I've been seeing a bunch of places that's kind of on fire before the election.
People are outside wilding.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
It's not hard to believe.
They blaming it on them supporters. I just want to bring that up real quick. A lot of people weren't familiar with it. It's not really being reported, but
They blame it on the Trump supporters?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I think it's so peaceful right now. I think if
Because they
Trump,
won?
because Kamala people, all of us, we all just like
we ain't
shit.
finna do that.
Yeah,
They
and-
talking about storming the DC and shit. No.
Go ahead, go out there.
My thing
Go
is,
out there.
They ain't
You're
gonna
going
do
to
that.
It's
die.
not
Go out
even,
there.
It's not even all Kamala supporters that are saying do these protests and shit. It's people that just didn't want Trump.
It's the
Yeah.
Palestine
Like, shut
people.
the fuck up.
It's the
If
Palestine
you not-
motherfuckers.
I feel like if you have the approach of not wanting to vote, like Brotha James was, he's not about to go up there and fucking protest because he said I'm not involved in this shit. Going to protest in somewhere where you didn't cast a vote at all is insane.
No, I really think
That is
any
goofy.
protest we've seen in the past year or two are the Palestine motherfuckers disguising it underneath whatever the fuck they can. Because every fucking protest I've seen recently, it's for this cause and Palestine. For this cause and Palestine.
Shit, they were just protesting Michael Rappaport show last night.
And they was probably out there
He in Chicago.
and Palestine.
Michael
'Cause
Rappaport.
he's
Yeah,
like,
remember when there were
What did he
Palestine
do?
protesters out there.
yeah. Cause
What did he do?
He's Jewish and he's really support. Because I don't know what's happening out there.
Michael Rappaport always been controversial, so
Yeah,
there's
but
that.
he's supporting his side really strongly, and you know they bombing each other and killing each other, whatever. And
He's Jewish.
the
He's-
people of Chicago, you know, we're a melting pot of cultures, but like they're really here. Because again, I don't want to misspeak on which side is which, but they're protesting. They've been trying to get the place to cancel the show, and they said if they don't cancel the show, they're gonna make themselves be known. Now, as you see, we ain't heard shit about it, so they must have
It's
just
never
been out
that
there
serious,
peaceful.
bro. I'm sorry.
Well, it can't be that serious. We can't just
Nah,
say
it's
it.
not. It's
my
not.
thing is
You trying to?
serious.
So what you gonna do? You gonna bomb some stuff because niggas ain't cancel a comedy show because this nigga happens to be on that side?
No, it's not our issue, so we can feel that way. But no, if we saying that if we saying African Americans getting killed, we would feel some type of way about someone supporting the other side, even if they felt they was in the right.
See, I would feel a way about somebody supporting the other side, but him being from the actual other side, what y'all want to do?
Yeah.
Like
He's Jewish.
Right? Like,
so that's why I'm like, I'm not going to expect him to go against his people. Do you want him to just sit silent? Because then that's that's
How you
like
mad at-
holding something against his.
How you
that's
mad
him
at white
holding
people
something-
for voting for Trump?
That's like holding something against him for what his own beliefs are, and
How
like
you
his
mad at a
own
black
people
man
can look
saying
at him
Black
crazy.
Lives Matter?
I mean,
Man,
That's like
stop
us
all that
saying-
BML shit. Where them people at? Them niggas took money and got the
BLM.
fuck.
Oh,
Fuck
speaking
on, fuck them niggas.
of initials, because we
I
hadn't
agree with
spoken
the
on it.
statement, not the movement. Go ahead.
But
The movement was some bullshit. Because where's the movement?
No, I know that's what I said.
So
Did you just hear me say I agree with the statement, not the movement? I just said that.
okay.
I was about to say, y'all saying the same thing.
I got dyslexia in my
You know when he get riled up.
I got dyslexia in my ears. Sometimes I just hear
That's
shit
crazy.
backwards.
That's crazy.
I got dyslexia in my ears.
Dyslexia in my ears is insane.
Yo, that's nuts.
Did you write that down?
Yeah, that gotta be the dyslexia.
I got dyslexia in my ears.
But speaking of initials, y'all see, because some other set of initials, y'all see my nigga Big Meech got his teeth done?
Nah, man, I don't care nothing
Nah,
about
I
Big
didn't.
Meech.
What?
I don't.
Why?
I don't give a fuck. What the fuck I give a fuck about a drug dealer getting out of jail and getting some new teeth? Good for you. You got
Don't they
veneers.
go to jail too? Get their teeth fixed?
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I heard that's what they do though. I heard you go in to get
Well,
Yeah,
you
it
ain't
depends
getting the
on the
veneers in
jail
there.
because you're not going down. You're not going to jail in Georgia to go get your teeth fixed. Them people are gonna fucking kill you.
I just want to say too. This is back.
He got
back
some
to the
little
earlier.
snow bunny in there too. Crazy.
This is back to earlier. The Drake album that year was Nothing Was the Same.
Damn.
So he won over Nothing Was the Same to Pimp a Butterfly and 2014 Forest Hills Drive.
And y'all
That's
know me.
Crazy,
I am the person to speak against Drake in so many times.
man.
That's wild as fuck.
Yeah,
Nah, you literally
bro.
shitted on what could be considerably argued all three of them their best albums.
Yeah, facts.
So
no, that's a fact.
Yeah, Macklemore, get the fuck out of here.
And
That's
him,
crazy.
And he did.
and him
What was
being white
what
just
was the
added
name of
on
his
to it.
album? I don't remember the name of it.
Who the fuck listen?
Only thing I knew was that one song.
I'm
That one
curious,
song,
what is he doing right now?
Yeah, he just got up out of here. He won the Grammys and left.
That nigga was getting his own Jordans and all types of shit at that time.
He like, y'all don't like.
But you know, I think he was independent too, so he was getting all.
Oh no, he made a gang of money.
Yeah, he was getting all the proceedings. That was all.
He wasn't supposed. That shit wasn't supposed to get that big.
What's funny was it was Macklemore and another person,
Ryan Lewis.
And boy, did we not hear about Mr. Ryan anymore?
Wasn't it G-Eazy?
No,
same person.
He's another white rapper. They all look the same to you, Nick. I know. He might as well be Logic.
If you white with some Ray-Bans, you're Jeezy.
What my nigga Asher Roth at?
Bro, where did he go?
I love college.
Hey,
Nah, I fucked with Asher, bro.
that was the one that I was like, I'm gonna get this a shot.
Can we talk about this week how Nick was wrong when I listened to Bastard? And he thought I wouldn't appreciate it and like it.
He thought you was gonna get away.
And he
with
thought,
that.
remember, he thought I wouldn't appreciate it and like it, and I wouldn't understand.
You thought you was gonna
Genius
shit on him
Tyler.
on body?
Hold on.
Can we talk about how wrong he was about
Hold
that?
on. Now, do you remember what I said about you when it came to that album?
You did. You said you don't know what he's gonna like.
And then, how did it turn out?
I liked it.
What I say in the group chat? I said cool.
No, but no, I want to talk about it on here. No, you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that. Because you said on camera and on this pod so many times.
We talked about it.
Yes. That's exactly what you said.
No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
Hold on. We talked about it before the pod started. You told me about Bash. You're like, yo, I didn't heard some of these songs before. I actually like these songs, this, that, or the third. And the content wasn't even as crazy as woo, woo, woo. And I literally said to you at that point, like, I thought the content would throw you off. But when you started, like, when you actually went back and listened to it, I said, yeah, it's Black M. So you ended up liking it. So, my bad.
Thinking
but
the content
that's
would
peace.
throw off the man that came in here.
Niggas don't never. Niggas never okay with the my bad.
Yeah, niggas,
No.
Niggas never okay with the my
Now,
bad.
that nigga came in here and fought tooth and nail for Eminem.
Yeah.
For months.
Yeah.
For you to think, oh yeah, no, but this gonna be too crazy.
Right. Have you heard the stuff that he has said about what I believe in, Eminem? Yeah. He has a song called Renegade.
Man, it hit different though when it's coming from a nigga.
Yeah.
What?
It hit different.
It do.
And I don't.
Yeah, because when it's from somebody white, it feel a little bit of racism.
And maybe I'm
No,
wrong.
when it comes from somebody white,
It sounds more normal. That's what he's saying.
And maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know white Eminems, guys. I'm sorry.
I used to, when Tyler the Creator came out, because again, I always say I love his beats. I used to go and watch them videos. I've never seen nobody like breaking bones in an Eminem video. It'll be like niggas falling off skateboards and fucking
Eminem literally has
all
a
type
scene,
of shit.
Eminem literally has a scene where he's supposedly pulling his dead girlfriend out of a trunk and throwing her over a bridge.
Supposedly. Them niggas did that shit.
No.
That bone was broken.
The way I am is him committing suicide.
No, see, the thing is with that though is, if you was following Tyler,
that's
at the time,
white people shit.
You know he was heavy behind like the Thrasher shit and all that shit, and he's big in the skateboard community at that time. Yeah. Like they was all with the skater shit and all that. You got to relate that shit to like some Bam Margera shit.
Yes.
That's why it's like, if you related it to that, then it didn't throw you off when this nigga broke his fucking foot on stage.
Yeah.
Like
but it threw me off because I love Bam and Tony and all them niggas. I stay with them games and all that shit. It threw me off because it was never a nigga with them. It was never a nigga with them.
Well, Tyler will talk about all the white boys he was around.
The one nigga that was with them is in jail now.
See how that works? Everybody
I had
free.
you down in the basement. I came down there with my shoelace.
Everybody free but that nigga.
Okay, so
this
James,
is why I tell my son, you can't do what they do.
Okay.
You can't do what they do.
Okay, so James like Bastard. Let's move on.
Okay.
No. We not moving on yet. That was the end of it. That wasn't the end of it. Nah, you know what? No, hold on. Because I want to say this too. Because when I gave the breakdown of how different Tyler's music was back then versus now, he was saying that Tyler's always done this stuff. Then when I gave the breakdown, all of y'all, you too, Nick, was like, yeah, you right. It is different.
Was the pod on? The pod wasn't on.
I want to say on camera too, Brother James. The analysis was beautiful.
Yeah, it was a fair assessment.
It was beautiful.
I literally said, I'm reading this shit, and you know me, hey.
I went back and listened. I'm like, nope.
Now wait,
nope. This ain't it.
He wasn't singing at all in Bastard.
He's seen
I tapped to him
before.
when he got melodic. That's what I tapped
He's seen this before with me. I literally read the shit. Was like,
Niggas never liked her. You right.
You right.
You niggas don't like that.
I know.
You got it.
I wanted to put it on the pod because he's came on the pod before. He told me
fair.
pods ago. He was like, James,
Shut
you
up,
wouldn't
nigga.
understand.
Oh,
You
my
just
bad,
getting
my
on to Tyler. You wouldn't
with
understand.
you.
He's
I fucked
always done this. He's always done this. You said that. Then I proved you wrong. You told me the album to listen to.
Hey!
And I proved you wrong, brother. But no, Tyler's always been dope.
Take that.
I will say that. He has always been dope.
All right, man. Let's
Hey, brother.
move past this.
Fuck whatever topic he about to go into. Then niggas stepped into our world last week. They was with the Graps.
We can
They
talk
went to
about
go
that.
see some professional wrestling.
We kids over
Say
there. I got a
his
story
name
time about that
and
shit.
he
too.
appears.
Let me hear
I
about it.
believe in Joe Hendry. No, oh my
Yeah,
God,
you
that
saw
was
he was
terrible.
off as fuck.
We
gonna work on it.
No, he didn't
That's
listen
why this
to
nigga
it.
don't clap.
He didn't listen to it.
This they shit. They
You see, I set it out. I was like, I don't know the time.
I might have to triple screen this shit so I can
I know this.
They about to shit
I
on
know
me.
this. I know that.
Hey, anytime I say anything good about the shit, fuck you, Reed.
The way you did Tyler, this is us for wrestling.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
You wasn't there when Vince McMahon was.
nigga, you was not there.
But how was it?
Talking about something I enjoyed it.
Zach went too.
Like you want to throw me in.
Zach
Set
went
this
too.
up. They went to go to the
Because he
fourth row.
always be grouping us. This is the time I wanted to group us because we was there together. Now, whole time when we first, I just want to apologize to y'all. Had I known this was truly going to be a wrestling event, I would have told y'all, hey, pull up. Swear to God.
I got you.
So,
No, that shit was fire.
Because I thought it was just a regular show at first. Because I wouldn't have bought no tickets to a fucking wrestling show. I just wouldn't have.
Haha, got you.
Got me.
Gotcha.
They did.
Got there. It was cool. Whole time, me and my niggas just sitting there like, man, go ahead, somebody spark up so we can smoke.
They did.
They did.
Really?
They
Hell
did.
yeah.
That TNA crowd different.
Nah,
though.
we blew that bitch.
They
down.
blew
Pause.
that bitch down. Did nobody get put out of there?
West
None
was
of that
blowing.
shit.
Everybody in that bitch was smoking.
That's
The
probably
ref?
why they let it go.
No,
No,
West
West.
side.
West. Oh,
That's
okay.
probably why I was allowed to fly.
I'm not
He
gonna hold you.
said something.
Yeah.
Once he said something about people smoking, you literally seen when people.
I'm
start
talking about smoke.
damn.
Yeah.
No
And
production.
he's well respected in the wrestling world.
So anyway, for me to be a grown ass man, not really know nothing about the current wrestling scene or what's going on. I never went to a live wrestling show a day in my life, even when I was a shorty and I was into it. I had a few pay-per-views, saw Owen Hart die. Whoa.
Oh wow, you seen that?
I had that pay-per-view. That
My
was the
cousins had that shit too.
that's the last time my
Well, they told me about it.
That's the last time my OG bought the pay-per-view for wrestling for me.
I can understand why.
But anywho, back to the show. It was cool, and I'll tell you why it was cool. Of course, I'm into the music. Of course, I'm into the culture that is West Side Gun, Griselda, Fashion Rebels, all that shit. It was cool to be at a wrestling event, and to me, wrestling be some white people shit, and it was tailored towards niggas. This is hip hop being played. This is this looks like a nigga production. You know
Niggas
what I'm
was in
saying?
there wearing Chanel.
Yeah,
Celine.
you know, Stove was out
Like,
there, short as hell, tight ass black leather pants and shit with
So
the
look,
big.
y'all would love Swerve Strickland then. You would love Swerve Strickland.
I don't.
West
I like,
be with him a lot.
I like the whole production. I don't know if I would like that centered in other shit. I think it would. Like I literally said,
Like
it-
you wouldn't because the show he was doing was TNA. You wouldn't like TNA next week.
I probably
Like,
would.
No, that was perfect because, and I
I see what you're saying.
shout out to TNA for letting that shit happen.
Facts.
I
So that
felt
was
like
on
you
TNA.
did. Yeah, that's a TNA thing they did.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. That's why they had the shirt with the. He had one of his shirts. He had.
Oh, because I
TNA
seen the camera guy with like the TV camera. I'm like, oh shit.
But that was it was all on the internet.
Yeah.
That was a real big
That was a
event.
real event.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's take it a step back then. Let's actually talk about the event and the wrestling that I saw. All that shit was cool. Even the Moose and Zilla shit was a little.
And funny enough, that was like one of the biggest matches in like independence because the Zilla dude is like The Rock's cousin.
Yeah. He's in the bloodline. He's in the real bloodline.
So that one was a little shaky to me. Now that cage match was fool.
The cage match was fucked up, but also I don't know if it was true or not. They were saying whoever was supposed to originally be in that bitch wasn't in it.
Yeah, no, they wasn't. It was supposed to be some nigga named Nick Gage or some shit.
Ooh, you know Nick Gage.
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
know
he
his
wasn't
crazy
there.
self.
So I was a little disappointed. Like the matches started off great. You know what I'm saying? Like they were good. I'm like, oh shit, I'm watching.
The women was slamming shit too.
Oh, for real. I'm watching some live wrestling.
It's not from when y'all was watching. They can go.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
a whole different.
I'm watching some live wrestling, and I'm like, yo, this is thoroughly entertaining. It's just when they got to the later matches that they were really propping up is where it kind of because the Moose and Zilla shit was cool, but it was kind of fool.
Moose.
No,
I'm sorry.
It was fool to me just because. I mean, I know they have their storyline. Moose just should have won.
Yeah, Moose
He was beating the dog shit out that boy.
He should have won.
I don't even know the story, but there should be no work. He just started wrestling.
Right.
Yeah.
Moose is a former world champion. Come on.
They made Zilla the first champion of the fourth row shit.
And that's cool.
That match.
Did y'all do the chant? Y'all didn't do it?
I didn't know the chant.
Moose!
I didn't know the chant.
I don't know if they did.
Didn't do it? They didn't do it there?
They made him like a heel, so everybody was.
They do that. I'm saying when he comes out, they be like, Moose!
Nah, they was just talking shit about that man.
Moose! That's it?
They was
Okay,
telling
all
that
right.
nigga.
That's why I was doing it. And y'all was just looking like you ain't know what I was doing.
They was telling that nigga suck my dick, all that shit. They was saying that he sucks dick. That's what I will say. Going to a wrestling event live, the crowd is it.
Lit.
Yeah.
Now that crowd. Now I'll tell you what other sporting event crowd is just like that. Take your ass to a hockey game.
I have never been to a hockey game.
Same exact energy.
I'm going.
Way more white people and look.
Oh, they be drunk as fuck.
And they go look. You go in that bitch with they team shit on, and that's the home team. Leave your money in your pocket. They're gonna get you lit.
That's what we working with.
They're gonna be like, oh shit.
That's amazing black women.
Yeah, I seen Jade Cargi or whatever.
The way she was looking last night, I was just like, God.
Muscle ass bitch.
No, chill out.
No, chill in. She is.
No, I'm saying
nothing wrong
don't
with
refer
it.
to her that
Nothing
way.
wrong with the
don't refer to her that way.
The fourth
That's
rope
a beautiful Amazon. All right, talking about
Fourth rope was cool.
Yeah.
All that shit
I go
was
to
cool.
another one too.
West Side, you bogus.
Oh.
I've been meaning for this shit.
Oh, go ahead.
See, cause I'm one of the people I paid for the experience. Afterwards, they had a whole little concert you did.
Oh, let me shit on that real quick. You had Pete Rock and you had DJ Premier up there, and I took my black ass born in '87 ass home.
You didn't
I
want to
think
see that?
no. Listen, you wouldn't have wanted to see it either. The thing that made
I would have.
no.
Okay.
You would have liked it because at first, I don't know if I'm tweaking. How they sold it, it seemed like Westside to be performing.
Yeah.
He did not. Westside did not perform.
I thought that was bare minimum.
So we got Brotha James had performed. Rome Streets had performed. Dave East had performed.
Wasn't he walking around with them too while they was performing?
Yes. He was on the stage with them.
He's funny.
So everybody's assumption is Westside's going to perform this whole night. Mm-hmm. Show ends, he doesn't perform. That was the shit that pissed me off because y'all promoted it as such. Like, nigga, I don't care if you just did one song, bro. Like,
you could have went out there and said boom, 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 and I've been cool, bro.
Not saying nothing is crazy.
Didn't perform nothing. Just was there. The thing that I was gonna say about the DJ Premier and Pete Rock shit, that shit was cool. But after we've sat here and watched wrestling for like the last 2 hours, them niggas set was like an hour and 10 minutes.
Really?
Yes, it was long as fuck. And
were they battling each other or something? Or?
Them niggas was trying to do a playlist and the transitions was not good.
They was doing like a playlist, and this is where I told Reed, I was like, this is where West Side Age show. Mm-hmm. Because they playing like Run DMC and all this shit. I'm like, dog. Yeah. Like I get it.
Yeah, all you hip hop purist niggas, cool,
all that shit.
But no.
But even in the hip hop purist shit, it's just certain shit you could have played to really capture the room.
You could have played 90s hip hop.
And it took so long for them to get towards 90s hip hop. Like he played like Annie Up. That's like early 2000s shit.
And I still don't want to hit Annie Up.
And then, but that shit didn't even start kicking on to after Beulah left. Like I'm still in that because that's what I was gonna say.
Also,
because
you was there by yourself.
So, bro, that's what I was saying. This is where the story transitions into story time. Because I'm like, shit, I paid. I want to see Westside perform. I didn't even pay for the rest of the shit. That was cool, but I want to see Westside perform. I just like the album, whatever.
Oh, you was mad.
Whole shit go through, and then that's when I realized too, which I was telling bro, like these type of artists. Don't expect like some extravagant performance because it's just not. It's not. It reminded me of how you told me like early on Jay-Z was. Like they just standing there rapping.
Yeah.
It's not finna be hella energy. It ain't finna be nothing. Dave East looked like he was tired. Like, dog, like that shit was like.
Well, that's definitely the part
it was
that
super
slowed his career down.
It was so lackluster, and I was like, I feel like even the West Side performance, it'll be that same way. I don't expect you to be hype as hell or whatever, but I like your shit. Nigga didn't perform. All right, cool. Bro tell me, he was like, nah, you know, I'm finna have to go. Like, hey, I gotta be up early. Like, I'm finna go.
Yeah, I wasn't finna sit through no 90s fucking hip hop set.
I was like, I'm like, shit, I ain't tired. I don't really feel like being in the crib. I'll Uber back to the crib, bro. You go ahead. Bro, leave. So all of this shit that I just named happened, you know, whatever. I leave. I remember thinking, like, I hadn't ate since, like, way earlier. So I'm hungry as fuck. It's a Popeyes over there. We was right at USC. Go over there, go to the Popeyes. There ain't even like a long line in that bitch. I set up my shit for the lift right then. Get my food. I notice, oh, this shit still searching when I get my food. So I sit down, eat my food, finish my food. I'm like, this shit still searching. And then that motherfucker, I never seen this shit pop up on Lyft. It's no drivers in your area. That's what that shit said. Try again.
UIC too?
Dog.
Like,
Then it said try again another time. At this point, it had already been like 35 minutes. So
Not the backfire hit him with what he wanted.
So the phone, my phone is starting to die at this point. I'm getting like 10%. I'm like, damn, I go to I'm switching between Uber and Lyft. Ain't neither one of them bitches hit. I'm standing outside like, dog. I'm finna have to tell somebody, come pick me up at fucking midnight, bro. I'm just sitting out there like, this shit weak as fuck. It eventually came. My shit eventually hit off a lift. And it was, I was out there for like 45 minutes before somebody had picked me up.
Was Popeyes closed at that point or no?
Nope. I came outside. It was getting cold. Well, my ass right back in there. I was like, they try to put me on. I'm going to say no. Like, flat out, no.
Damn, thank God that Popeyes was there.
Right, man.
Because I'm sitting there like, dog, this can't be real. Phone dying.
Did you get your food? Did you get your money back?
I ain't.
If you have a smartphone, which might easy to use.
Stop.
Incriminate our
Can't see.
I told
You
you
already fucked up once. You already fucked up once.
Put a bureau on your ass.
My bad.
Right. They already on you.
My bad. Hey.
Did you see when I put them on them? When I put the bureau on them? Nigga
Bro,
tried to gloat on me.
No, look, that was nuts. On TikTok, and they muted his rant.
Oh, no. I sent them. You didn't see when I sent them.
What you mean?
So after, I don't remember what game it was after. Was it after the World Series ended? Or,
Yeah.
I think it was, okay, so
I was
after
gloating.
he was gloating and he sent me, somebody tweeted and it was like, the Dodgers player hitting the trade center.
Yeah, it was hitting the World Trade Center.
Yeah,
it was
so-
Freddie Freeman hitting the World Trade
And
Center.
he tagged me. So I said, oh, we playing the tag game.
I just don't do it to you.
Talking about we playing the tag.
You know who I tagged? The Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Oh my God.
Hit him with the Shannon Sharp.
I think that was my last tweet.
So look, you guys have in the notes that I'm a fancy boy. Do you want to get Penguin review or fancy boy first?
No, this because the fancy boy is quick.
Okay.
This nigga is
Hold on.
This nigga is a fucking fancy boy. So I go on Twitter and you tell me about the pod that you was doing. So I'm trying to find the pod or whatever because I've seen it once on Twitter live. I can't find that shit. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I go through and I'm like, I'm sure he's tagged me with Maul or something. So I'm going through and I get to Shuey name. And this nigga got this bright ass blue check. I'm like, this nigga ain't even on this shit. Well, whatever. I keep going. I get to nickname. With this bright blue check, you thotty boy. I ain't never fucking noticed that shit.
I've had to check for
You a thotty boy. What you paying Elon for, nigga? You the fucking problem. You put that nigga in office. He the Republican. Y'all heard his ass on the podcast repping Trump. This nigga been repping Trump for the last 7 months. He's giving money to Elon Musk. You is a pretty boy, nigga. What you got it for?
I got
you fancy, huh?
Because of the pod. Because
why?
Because I wanted my tweets to potentially get a larger engagement, and because you have a blue check, they push your tweets in a particular type of way that they don't push when
Has it been working?
Not necessarily.
How long have you had it?
A couple weeks, but I can't go.
Oh,
back.
so this is new.
Yeah.
Also, okay, I
had it a couple weeks.
I just had to make sure I wasn't tripping because I'm not on Twitter as much.
Oh no.
So I'm like, damn, I'm months old.
No, I've had this probably since November. I probably had this since like a little bit.
Do you pay for YouTube?
No, but I'm about to.
Misallocation of funds.
But I'm about to. But I'm about to pay for YouTube Premium.
Oh, you got to.
I'm about to.
Mandatory.
That's why I need you to take over SoundCloud.
SoundCloud?
Yeah.
I forgot SoundCloud's still a thing.
Yeah,
say SoundCloud.
We got to pay to upload all this shit. We need somewhere that's going to give us a flat rate for all our audio.
Is SoundCloud getting views? Well, they all getting views. We'll talk later.
A lot of our original listeners are on there. So.
And if you know.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
People that use SoundCloud typically use Spotify. So you, never mind.
People that use SoundCloud.
No, not like a diss. I'm just saying. We'll talk about it after.
Because that was literally me.
Yeah, I know.
When our Spotify was out, I got on SoundCloud.
You know, this is like.
I have Apple Music again. I just don't use it.
I know because you getting ready to come home, but
I just don't use
that's
it.
That's time.
Hey, leaking info. That remind me though, like when they do that remind me of
you thought I wasn't gonna say that.
I was listening to the World Series
just
on
let
the
that
radio.
ride.
Same thing.
Hey, what you talking about, Meech? What you say?
No, I was saying I was listening to the radio. I was listening to the World Series on the radio. I felt like it was the same thing.
So, as we wrap up the show, the last thing we have to talk about is the Penguin. Has everybody watched the most recent episode?
I didn't watch it.
I haven't watched it at all.
You haven't watched it at all. Have you watched it at all?
That's y'all.
What does it come on?
Oh, dude,
Fuck you guys. It's me and Meech.
I thought y'all was
Let's start
watching
up.
too.
What does it come on?
Max.
HBO Max. He been asking.
I
for
don't
some
even
shit.
have. You know what?
I been
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, okay. I just haven't.
Let's turn up and talk about this last
All right, I'll
episode
check it
of the
out.
Penguin.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think this is the best show of the year.
Yeah, I can agree with
I don't
that.
think any show that has come out
Over
has touched
Dragons?
this shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Dragon stumbled at the end.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers. Oh, we got to see how this.
Got to see how to close it out.
The last episode's the last one.
Got to see how to close it out.
But this is fun. I've never seen them present characters in such a Thanos ass way like they did these characters.
Yeah.
Like, and y'all don't care, but spoiler alert, Oz is an asshole. He is the fucking worst. This nigga killed his brothers because he wanted to be his mama's only kid.
Well, I don't think he killed them on purpose.
He didn't kill them on purpose, but he put them in a situation where he knew they probably
I don't think he knew that it was going to rain that bad either. See, I think what happened in that situation, he was very upset. He closed the door. I don't think he thought they couldn't get out. And I don't think he was so premeditated in what he did to know, well, it's raining bad, they'll flood.
That makes sense.
So,
That makes sense.
You know what I'm
but
saying?
even beyond that, they showed us a bunch of things where he's just a really, really bad guy. Even down to when the kid got his first kill and he's like emotional for him and you feel that moment, but it's a small line. This is why they're geniuses. And he said something along the lines of you'll get used to it. Yeah. And it's like, that's not comforting. That's just telling me I'm gonna have to kill more people eventually. Yeah. On the other side, when old boy that got the leader of the mob the family all got killed, burnt it by shit by eyes. When that nigga died from the heart attack, we wasn't supposed to be happy, but I was kind of happy.
No, I love that part because Oz went crazy. Yeah. He like, oh, bitch ass nigga, you croaked on me? Yeah. You croaked on me?
He wanted some.
I wanted to kill you and you croaked on me? And then I'm waiting for it. I'm sitting there waiting for it, Meech. I'm like, shoot him.
I was too. Oh my God.
And he's like, motherfucker. Bah, 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 bah. And the angle they used was like if you were laying like right next to the nigga and Oz is like right there standing over you with the light, so he kind of in front of it, kind of back, bah, 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 emptying the clip on this nigga. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. But I loved it. You want to know why? Because Batman was always meant to be dark.
Yeah. Yeah.
dark, sinister. Remember, he is a anti-hero.
Yeah.
He ain't really a good guy.
Yeah.
He's a fucking billionaire seeking revenge for his parents being murdered in front of him.
I think this show is kind of showing the flaw in Batman without him even being around.
Oh, they absolutely
Because
are.
all this shit is happening and Batman not worried about it because it's not big enough. But he don't worry about shit until these niggas is running the city. He will let so much shit fly unless you selling weed. Until he get there.
I seen somebody say, now I haven't watched the show, but dude was like, have you peeped like a good chunk of this show is during the daytime? They was like, that's why Batman ain't out there.
Some of the show is in the daytime, not a good chunk of it. Some of it's in the daytime.
A good chunk. It's a normal day and night cycle on the show.
True.
But Batman movies are only at night.
Yeah.
So it's like, he was like, fuck it, damn it, they done went to sleep.
Now what I will
Commit
say,
crimes at noon, you good.
now what I will say to speak to something, I can't wait for the new movie to come with all the callbacks to the show. I can't wait for that. But I do think, and this is just my opinion, I think we might get a glimpse of Batman in this last episode. Reason why? Because y'all just fucking blew a hole in the middle.
Now he has to come.
Now he kind of got to come out and see what
so
you...
mad.
Because you niggas just blew a fucking hole in the middle of the ground and just murdered all these fucking people.
But, again, goes back to Batman flaw. He blew up a hole in the hood.
Yeah.
Batman don't go to the hood.
Well, they just got their lights back on, so, he might care.
See, that might be what bring him.
Exactly.
These niggas got lights?
Yeah.
Something's going on.
Fuck y'all
There's
niggas
a
got lights on.
criminal down there with some money.
Hold on. They have lights.
Yep. Did you see?
I remember the first Batman movie that popped, like when it first resurged. And I ain't big on the superhero shit.
Oh, you talking about the Christian Bale shit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When he put the mask on, I was like, why the fuck is he talking like
And he got a list. I love it.
That shit pissed me off. They was like, it's the mask. I was like, it's not even coming his fucking mouth.
It's the list.
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's the
That shit made me so mad. I was like,
he the richest man in the
why
world.
the fuck is he talking like that? Because something covered his eyes.
He the richest man in the world. And he's trying to hide his identity.
Because he got a list.
You know they say the only people that could take him down is somebody with an auditor.
Ben Affleck, the accountant.
If you fuck up Batman's finances, we ain't got no hero no more.
Yeah,
Man,
shit get shaky.
Get Ben ass from the accountant. Get his old little autistic ass in there.
When they come tow the Batmobile, shit get wicked.
But
That's mine.
then they gonna be trying to fight and get shot and be like, oh shit, I ain't bulletproof no more.
That shit hurt.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Hold on, let me get my cape.
As we wrap this up, is there anything else we need to bring up? We're through our topics. Anybody got anything from their week they want to bring up? Anybody?
Doc Rivers is trash.
Oh, yeah. Terrible.
He fucked the election.
Yeah, we just
Yeah, it was him.
He ran the plays.
It would make perfect sense.
The Knicks just gave them a good old 30 bopper. That was good for the soul.
Him and Darwin Ham. You catching that smoke too, nigga.
Yeah.
It's super early in the season, but seeing Philly fail brings joy to my heart.
Yeah.
76ers, not the Eagles. I love you guys. Shout out to Saquon.
Nah, it's crazy. I just want to say this too. I called this when I had seen them get together, when they put Embiid and George together, and they was like, "Oh my God!" I'm like, "No, don't believe that."
I will want you to say, keep that same attitude when they eventually get back on the floor together.
Okay,
Keep
if
same
that happens,
attitude.
if we see Embiid play back to back,
He's not gonna do that.
okay. So I'm going to keep that same energy.
No, I feel like him and Maxey are going to be great.
Who, Embiid and Maxey?
Yeah.
What about Paul George?
Yeah, no.
I've been off the Paul George train for some time.
I gotta see that nigga in a couple more games because right now,
Hey man,
yeah, I've been calling it, but y'all paid him.
No, this is different. He
Y'all paid
actually
him.
played well last year. This shit is got to be. If this
Is this
ain't
Pandemic
injury,
P? Are we saying
Pandemic P, this
again?
playoff P, Pandemic P, PP, Paul George P,
They
podcast P.
I
It's
saw
all
one-
P's.
I saw one that said piss poor Paul.
PPP.
I also did like how he don't understand how he was booed in LA. Nigga, you're on the other team.
Right.
I don't fuck.
What
nigga,
would we cheer you for?
You weren't LeBron here.
right.
You
I'm saying
weren't.
what you saying like you moved the needle in this bitch.
You didn't.
Nigga, you barely played here. And when you did play, you hit the side of the backboard in the bubble.
You and Kawhi came was supposed to win the championship.
We still
and
ain't seen
then
Kawhi.
Sniff.
They
In
said he
sniffle
still might have
finals.
some weeks on him.
They said that the Clippers fucked him up.
Can he
That's a whole
retire?
other story.
I saw that
The
shit.
Clippers did fuck
They
him
said
up.
the Clippers fucked him up.
They
It's not
suing
that-
him now.
I swear to God, look, when it comes to Kawhi Leonard, you can say all you want about him, right? But one of the reasons he left the Spurs is because he said they were mishandling his treatment of his injury.
Yeah, that
he went
pushed
up
him
to
out.
Toronto. He was what, a 2 year rental?
One.
1 year rental.
That boy
One and
said,
done.
he said, boy, it's cold.
Look,
That nigga ain't even play in the regular season.
Look, was a 1 year rental, got a ship, got up out of there, went back home, or got to closest home as he could possibly get. And once again, he's sitting out and staying away from the court because he said, hey, these people are mishandling me, and it's come out to be true. And B been sitting out, and they investigated that nigga and said, hey, you doing some funny business. They ain't said shit about Kawhi. And my thing is that the
That's
league,
because they don't want to investigate him.
and my thing is that the league, if
you
the
make a
league,
good point there.
if the league ain't coming out and saying shit about Kawhi, I believe Kawhi.
I just believe the NBA ain't gonna question Kawhi because they scared of that nigga.
What, you scared of Kawhi? You ain't scared of the MIT nigga Jaylen Brown?
No,
I know why.
they know if they can, if they
I
know
know why.
if they let Jaylen Brown talk enough, he'll burn himself.
I know why.
Kawhi ain't saying shit.
I know why.
That's the problem.
I know why.
Kawhi quit the NBA on their ass.
You want to know why
He
they scared of
will.
Kawhi?
He would.
Because his braids go straight back.
I
They
told
don't
you about
swirl.
them braids.
They don't
Told you
swirl.
about them fucking braids.
Yo, Outsiders Only 708 podcast, Apple, Spotify,
Okay.
SoundCloud,
Yeah.
YouTube.
What?
I am Reed at the Claudius.
I'm Pusher 2_Z.
You know the vibes, little big Meech.
And be kind to yourself.
Hey, hey.
Favorite man of God,
Woo!
Brotha James.
Brother.
God bless you.
Yo, check us next week. We out.